Okay, this is a long story. So basically it started June of 2012 when I first got Armani, and I made a Tumblr. It's armani365.tumblr.com. And I would just post little things about like every single day about like what we were doing, and it really wasn't meant to be like for me to get followers on. I really just made it personally for myself to just go back in like a couple months from now and see his progress and to see how much like we've like grown as a team. And then like within like a couple weeks and like months, it got like 1,000 followers. I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. And it was really cool because like the followers were really into it. They were like, they would always send me messages and being like, oh, like you guys are doing great, like or whatever. And I was just like the coolest feeling. And then I guess in September, I got getting messages to like make a Twitter so I can post more frequently, because when school came around, it was just hard to like keep up with Tumblr and everything. So I made a Twitter, and at the time I had just turned 16, and it was kind of that awkward stage in your life where like people still kind of like poke fun at you for like, oh, you ride horses. So it was like I didn't want to put my name on my Twitter so that my like friends from school wouldn't like find me almost. So I made it just heels down. And it was kind of one of those like anonymous Twitters, but like everyone knew who I was, who followed me really. Like I posted pictures of myself and everything. I just didn't put my name out there so that like people could find me and follow me from school and like, you know, like my personal life. And that gained, I got it in September, October-ish, end of September, yeah. And that gained about 1,700 followers by the beginning of December. And then at that point, I was just like, everyone on here knows me. Everyone knows my name. Like, you guys are all like, it was kind of like my best friends. Like, they watched me and Armani grow, and it was just a really cool like thing to have. So right before Christmas, I changed the name to my full name, and I was like, you know what? I may as well do it. Like, everyone knows me, and that's when things started like picking up, and it was really, really cool. And then we came down here, and everyone on Twitter followed our progress down here. And then when we won, it was like, it was the coolest feeling, because when I tweeted about it, I got so many responses and so many like congratulations that it was just like, I was on like cloud 9. Like, it was just amazing, because you guys really like, if any of you watch just follow me on Twitter, it's like, thank you. Like, you guys are the best. Like, honestly, like, you guys make my day every single day. Like, I can't even explain to you how like thankful I am for you guys. But yeah, like I still try and keep up with my Tumblr. It's hard now because I keep up with my Twitter a lot more often. But I guess I've had it for a little over a year now, and I'm at like 5,500 followers, and it's insane. It's gotten me so many opportunities, and just really like it's let me meet a lot of really, really interesting and cool people, and I love it. I'm really, really thankful for it.
You also do Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram kind of picked up when I made my Twitter open. Like, I put my name on it, and I would just like, I put my Instagram name in my bio, and all of a sudden it was like hundreds of followers a week, and I was like, oh my gosh. And like now it's just like, you guys follow me, and it's really cool. Okay, so I guess like the worst thing you can do is try and make it seem like you're better than other people. I know a lot of people do that. They try and like make it seem like they're untouchable or like something like that, but it's like, that's such a bad thing to do, because like no one's better than anyone. Like, you, like, even though I show here and like I get to be able to do the things that I do, like I'm no different than anyone else. Like, I'm totally the same, and like you have to be very approachable. Like, I try and be very approachable. I have my ask, and like you guys get to ask me questions, and like I'm not like a crazy competitive rider. I'm just a normal 17-year-old that got a really cool horse, and we clicked, and I got to move up the levels a little bit faster than normal. And yeah, I mean, just to be really open to everyone, like to try and reply to everyone, and just update really openly, like your bad things and your good things. Like, even though it would be hard to share sometimes, like, I mean, it shows that you're a real person, like all your mistakes. So that's probably the biggest thing. A lot of the professional riders make it seem like they only post like their good days, or they only post like about like their achievements, but like sometimes like following you, like we want to know like what like your bad days too, and like what you did to improve that and what you did to fix that, or like even like your real life day-to-day like funny things that happened. Like I know, like, my trainer recently made a Twitter, and he's very open. Like, he's, like, just the things that go on in everyday life, like when you go to a show or something like that. And he gained followers, like, so fast just because he was so open, and people enjoy that. They enjoy, like, feeling like they're there with you, or, like, you know, really, like, connecting to someone. So it was, like, it was great. Like, yeah, sometimes I feel like it's not even them. It's just, like, they're retweeting the results from other people, or, like, they're just having, like, their groom or something, like, you know, like one of their personal, like, grooms do it or something. So
They should take care of it themselves.
yeah, they really should, and, like, tweet, like, what they're actually thinking. I know it's, like, tweeting is a little, like, weird sometimes. Like, some people just don't click with Twitter, so it's hard. Like, I get that, but I mean, just to, like, be open about things is really the biggest key.
5001 on course now, and it's Lauren Mahoney, Lauren riding Corona, and still E, 5001. Tori Colvin setting the standard with MHS Automatic in a very good time, 59.317, and Clear leads the way. HLB in 5 time, finishing on 13 in total, 76.689, 13 for Lauren Mahoney and Amstel.
Right now we're in Central Park. It's kind of a part of the show where there's, like, booths over there, some more stores. Grand Hunter is right behind us, and the gallery is right next to me, kind of. And then, of course, the International Ring right there. That's the gallery. It kind of turned into, like, a bar slash, like, nightclub after the Saturday night classes. Yep, and that's the International Ring where all the bigger classes go. Yeah, today was my first time in the International Ring and ever doing a meter 40 for myself and my horse, so it was really stressful. And I get, like, really, really nervous when I compete a lot of times, and Bobby actually had no idea. And, like, a couple weeks ago when I told him how nervous I get, he's like, I would have never guessed. But, like, I'm like, yeah, I get, like, really bad anxiety. But I was going in today, and we had a great warm-up. We walked in, I was feeling really, like, calm and collected, and then going to the first jump, I realized my stirrup was twisted, and then I looked at the clock, and I was like, I have no time to, like, fix it, so I just, like, went anyway. So that was, like, of course, in the back of your head, we were like, okay, there's one thing wrong already, like, here we go. So then first jump was perfect, second jump was great, third jump was really, really good. It was like a normal 7 and then a short 7, and then a turn to number 4, which is right off of the wall. So it was kind of tricky. You literally had to turn. You had 2 strides to, like, get to, like, a bigger oxer. And he hit that really, really nice. So we came out of the corner with a good pace. He felt really together, landed, and then it was another 7, of course, to a Bain Bridge vertical, which was nice. I stayed a little right to left, so when I landed, it was a right turn, right back on an in and out. I landed from that, and I felt really confident, so I was like, okay, you know what, I'll go for it. And I took the inside turn, and I was going up to the in and out, and I think I got a little long, but he touched it going in, but then he jumped out going really, really nice. He didn't knock any rails yet. And then it was another 7 going to like a broken line, and he felt really good in my hand. And then I landed, and then I saw myself on the screen, and because it's like right there in front of you, and I kind of like freaked out. I was like, oh my God. And then I looked in front of me, and there was that really scary vertical where there was like no standards on the side. I think it's a GNC vertical. And I was like, oh my God. And it was like I was on top of it already. It was just not a good experience. And then I got in, I chipped in. He was so good. He could have right then and there just been like, forget about it and stopped. But he was a good boy, and he jumped in, knocked it. I wasn't really expecting him to get over it anyway. And then it was a going 5 to a bigger oxer on the course, and I was just like, there's no way. So I kind of just made a circle. I mean, we're not in this to win it, so I just wanted to have a positive experience. So I made a circle and then went right back at it, jumped it perfectly fine, left turn to another in and out across the ring, and then just kind of hand gallop to the last jump. And he was really, really great, besides that one rail and like my circle where I decided he just needed a little more time to get his head back in the game. And yeah. No, I looked at the clock going to the first jump. I'm like, do I have time? And then I'm like, nope, I have like 20 seconds. I have no time. So I just went. I mean, it didn't really bother me, but it's just like in the back of your head, you're like, oh, great. Like starting off the course, like already one thing wrong. Like, so, but yeah, just to have a positive experience, which I actually really did despite the circle and the anxiety I got going to that one vertical. But he was great. He jumped everything. Unbelievable. I walked out of the ring and Bobby's like, he was fantastic. He saved my butt in places where like, you know, he could have just really just said no thank you. So he was really good. Kind of, I mean, it doesn't get as bad like when I'm doing the meter 30s, the meter 35s. It's just when I move up or like I'm showing in front of like a huge crowd or something. I mean, it's just something that I have and I deal with, but I don't take anything for it, or, I mean, I don't really.
No, but do you have tips of exercises that you can do, like breathing?
Right. No, I really don't. I just try and, like, calm myself, and, like, I walk in the ring kind of thinking, like, oh, like, this is no big deal. Like, you know, I could jump this at home. Just pretend it's a course you're jumping, like, schooling at home, and that's basically how I try and think about it, and it really, like, calms me down.